Hello guys. In today's video I will explain how to calculate your position size while trading Bitcoin. If you are familiar with any kind of trading, you should know that position sizing is at least as important as your trading strategy. After I tell you the logic of position sizing and how to calculate it, we will look at couple of examples. So don't worry, at the end of the video you'll be able to calculate your position size no matter what. In this video, I will show you how to calculate your position size step by step. Position sizing in Bitcoin is not different from position sizing in forex markets or the stock market. After this video, you will easily calculate your position size while trading both Bitcoin and altcoins. There are 4 steps to follow while calculating position size. The first step of position sizing is to decide your total risk per trade. What does it mean? So let's say that you have $10,000 in your account and you decided to risk no more than 2% per trade. That means your maximum loss per trade will be $200. Of course, some people might be willing to risk more than 2%. Also, some people can be more conservative and they would want to risk only 1% of their account size per trade. So, the first step of position sizing is to decide your total risk per trade. For example, let's say that our account has $10,000 of balance, and our total risk is 2% of the account, which equals to $200. The second step of position sizing is to decide your stop loss. You should never take a trade without a stop loss. Your stop loss point should be based on your technical analysis, regardless of your balance. What I mean is you should decide your stop loss point before opening a trade. And after that, you should decide on your position. You should never decide your trade position size before deciding your stop loss point. With that point of view, you will be more picky while taking a trade and you will lose fewer trades on the long run. After deciding your stop loss point, you should calculate your risk per one lot. You can calculate this risk by simply extracting your stop loss price from your entry price. The number you get will be your risk per one Bitcoin. The last step to find your position size is to divide your total risk per trade to risk per one Bitcoin. The number you found is the number of Bitcoins you should buy. With using this 4 steps you can calculate your position size in every trade. You can also use an Excel sheet as position size calculator as I do. Now let's look at 2 examples of position sizing with a Bitcoin to dollar pair and an altcoin to Bitcoin pair. We will start with a Bitcoin to dollar chart. Okay, let's see the daily chart on Bitcoin to USDT pair. I will not spend time on technical analysis and open a hypothetical position. Let's say that you see a support at 8,600 level. And you open a trade, when stochastic RSI indicator gives you a buy signal at around 8,700. Again, I am repeating, it is not a real trade, I just opened a hypothetical position because in this video, I am not explaining a trading strategy or an indicator. Let's say that you set a target price at $10,000 and your stop loss is at $8,100. In another video we will discuss how to set take profit and stop loss prices. But in this video I just used 2 random prices for this example. Even if it is a hypothetical trade, we have a nice risk-reward ratio of 2.20. Remember, in our scenario, our maximum risk per trade was $200, with a balance of $10,000, and 2% risk per trade. And in this trade, our risk for one Bitcoin is $600. So if we divide 200, which is our maximum risk per trade, to 600, which is our risk per one Bitcoin, we will find our right position size, which is 1/3 of a Bitcoin. Like I said at the beginning of the video, you can do the same calculation with a basic Excel sheet. You can calculate your risk per trade by multiplying your total capital with your risk percentage. And your risk for one Bitcoin value will be calculated by extracting your stop loss point from your entry price. Your position size will be found by dividing your risk per trade to risk per one Bitcoin. You can do the same math with short trades, however you will find a negative number which totally works fine. Now let's look at an altcoin to Bitcoin pair. Since there are lots of digits while trading alts, it looks harder to calculate your position size. But the logic and steps you should do to calculate your position size are exactly the same. I chose Litecoin to Bitcoin pair, which I trade regularly. Let's say our total capital is 0.4 Bitcoin, and our maximum loss per trade is 2% again. This gives us a maximum risk of 0.008 Bitcoin per trade. One more time I will open a hypothetical position. I don't want to spend time on technical analysis and search for a real trade now, since it is not a trading strategy video. In this scenario, The MACD line gives us a crossover under 0 and we will open trade, then the bar goes over the 20 exponential moving average. So we open a trade at 4,630 satoshis and our stop loss is at 4,510. Our take profit point is at 4,870 satoshis, so with this trade, we have a risk-reward ratio of 2. It is a good ratio for a position even if it is hypothetical. In order to calculate our risk per one Litecoin, we should subtract the stop loss from the entry price. So our risk per one LTC is 0.00012 Bitcoin. After calculating our risk per one Litecoin, we should divide our maximum risk per trade to risk per one Litecoin in order to calculate our right position size. Our right position size is 66.66 Litecoin in this scenario. We can use the same Excel formulas while calculating position size with altcoins. I recommend you to use the Excel sheet or a calculator since it is easy to make a mistake with long digits. Even a simple mistake, or a misplaced zero, can cost you thousands of dollars. In order to avoid these kinds of mistakes, you can create a simple Excel sheet like this. You can subscribe our channel if you want new and free trading videos regularly. Also please comment any questions and any trading videos you want us to create.